Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the 31 Days to Motivate Challenge. Today, I am going to be talking to you about making time for yourself. So obviously I'm not in the studio. I am in my home office, and my Roomba just started going and my dogs are currently present. So this is reality, this is real life, and I hope that this doesn't bother you. They get really excited when I'm talking in a peppy, upscale voice when I'm talking to you guys. So please forgive them, and I'm gonna do my best to ignore these adorable fuzzy faces. But that might not happen. Okay, so wondering what I'm even talking about, the 31 Days to Motivate is a challenge we started back on December 1st, and go back to the first video before starting watching any of these, okay? So if you're interested, go ahead and check out day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, because today we're on day 9. Alrighty, so if you haven't already, make sure you've liked and subscribed to this channel. I will continue to say this every single time, just so you don't miss a video when it comes up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our chit chat today so these dogs can calm down. Okay, so my first piece of information for you, or first tip or talking point, would be priorities. So making out a list of, and I know it might sound ridiculous, of your top priorities is going to help you kind of degrade who gets the leftover time after you've made time for yourself. I know that it sounds kind of selfish, but honestly, if you have people in your life, they are going to benefit from you taking this time for yourself over you trying to give them whatever is left in your tank. Okay, I can understand that life gets really, really busy with, children and spouses and work. But again, all of those things benefit when you make time for yourself. So go ahead and write out a list of people, things, events that you prioritize that really are special to you. Those things get your time after you've been taken care of. So you are going to be number 1 on that list. I know it's kind of sneaky, but you're going to be number 1 on that list regardless of how long it is. Okay, so you're going to be number 1, and then your children, your husband, your house, maintenance, your doggies, all of the wonderful things that fill up your days and make your life worth living, they get priority definitely, but after you. So having that list handy kind of connects you into your why too. On day 1, we set out why we wanted to do this challenge, and it could be to benefit you for sure, your health, but it could also be to benefit the relationships in your life. So having a clear list of who gets your time after you've given it to yourself definitely helps make things simple, okay? Especially when reaching for a new goal. Alrighty, so after you've taken care of that, get it done early. That's my number 2 tip. So getting in your me time earlier in the day before, children wake up, or husbands need help, or, the house needs cleaning, or, work needs done. You having that time for yourself before the world takes or gets what it needs from you is definitely going to be my best tip, because as we've discussed before, if you don't get it done early, you're going to feel like you're lacking all day long. So that's just a tip. I mean, my third piece of information or tip, however you want to discuss it, is to be flexible. So again, if you haven't been able, say some catastrophe happens early in the morning and you've got a sick kid, or, somebody wet the bed, or God forbid, or someone's sick, or, they get your top priority, but make sure you attend to whatever needs done, and then be flexible and allow yourself that time later in the day, or, even later in the week if you are so consumed by everybody else's stuff that you only make time for yourself once a week. At least you push it back to maybe the following day, but you get it done, no excuses. This is for you, my friend, and I mean this in the nicest way. I understand wanting to help everyone in your world, but if you don't help yourself, honestly, the people in your life are not going to get the full experience of being with you if you're not focused and had your tank refilled. So the big goal here is to refill your tank and bring more life to you. So bringing more life to yourself also benefits those dear, dear loved ones, okay? So being flexible, allowing yourself time later in the day if you haven't had it, just making sure that you're getting that time in regardless. No excuses. This is like the only time you'll hear me say no excuses. Because I'm not a drill sergeant, but I do believe in making time for yourself just to prioritize you, because you deserve it. You're a badass, all right? Okay, so my next talking point, my tip number 4 would be get others involved in your me time, which sounds kind of strange, but here's the thing. We all have multiple roles, which I've talked about before. And if you're a mom or a spouse or a dad, you may have a little bit of guilt involving making time for yourself. So here's what I'm going to say to you. Maybe speak up and ask your mother to come in, or your father or best friend or spouse to cover some of that time while you're away, or make a play date for a child, or just getting other people involved, letting them know that this is something that's benefiting you. This is something that's making you feel good, this new goal, and you really, really, really want to push yourself to do it. And I feel like more times than not, the people around you that love you, if they're not initially supportive, they're going to see how it's benefiting you, and they're gonna wanna get involved. If not, doing it with you, which is really cute. I love seeing all of these videos of, moms doing yoga at home with their kiddos, or meditating, or I have people bring their kiddos to our studio and hang out for a little while. And it fills my heart with joy to see these little guys grow up, but also to see them emulate their parents. Like, it's pretty inspiring. And it makes me really happy to see for future generations seeing their parents take care of themselves. Like, how cool is that? You're setting a precedence that, it's important to take care of you, my friend, because I love you and I want you to feel good. So this is why I do this for me. This is how we take care of ourselves. So getting kiddos involved, getting spouses involved. I love seeing couples come to class. It's really cool, and it's super, it's just awesome. It really is awesome. So getting other people involved. Last but not least, I have to clear the air before we go. You are not selfish for wanting this time. Okay, for making time for yourself. I know that there's mom guilt, dog mom guilt, dad guilt, all of that involved in making your time. But these are things that we've been conditioned to really believe in. All right, we all need time for ourselves. And again, people around us benefit from making this time. It may make their days a little bit more complicated. Someone has to make dinner when you're at class, or someone has to, figure out a new route to take the little ones, drop them off to school, or whatever it is. Your role will change, but you are not being selfish for wanting just a little bit of your time. I can guarantee you, if you think about it, your day revolves around someone else's schedule, whether it's with clients at work, whether it's, your spouse, your children, your grandparents, the people that you're giving care to. They definitely take up the majority of your time. So you are not being selfish for wanting a little bit of that time to give to yourself, whether it's for reading, exercising, meditating, whatever. You deserve that time. You deserve it because you deserve it, but you also deserve it because people around you, they get most of you. Let's be real. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Okay, so I hope you've taken some information for yourself. I hope you feel a little bit better about making time for you. And I hope you have a great freaking day, because you rock, you're amazing, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video, guys. Bye-bye. Mwah.